We've heard about gigantic animals that have been the subject of numerous tales, inspiring both fear and wonder. But they don't just exist in fiction. There really are humongous beasts out there. To make the revelation even sweeter, some have even been captured to prove it. Now that's a whole new story. Here are our top 10 monstrous creatures that have ever been caught by human hands.
Amazing!
Number 10. Lolong the saltwater crocodile. Crocodiles are as ancient as dinosaurs, and they flourished and continued to thrive because they adapted well. It is then natural to expect that they can grow to intimidating sizes, and one of the biggest was found in the Philippines. Meet Lolong, a record-breaking 20-foot-long saltwater crocodile, captured in Bunawan, Agusan del Sur. The hunt for the said crocodile commenced due to villagers fearing for their safety. No one expected that they'd find such a huge haul in the process. Lolong was estimated to be 50 years old when captured and weighed more than 2,400 pounds. Given its weight and length, it smashed the record previously held by a croc caught in Australia, which measured around 18 feet. If you want to gaze upon this Goliath, you're out of luck, unfortunately. Lolong passed away in February of 2013, which has been attributed to organ failure and stress due to being kept in captivity. Local officials have been blamed, as it could have lived many more years if a bigger habitat was provided. Number 9. Giant whale shark in Pakistan. There are a lot of sea creatures that can grow to enormous sizes, one of which is the whale shark, and the largest specimen caught has been found in Karachi, Pakistan. Pakistani fishermen were able to lay their hands on this behemoth, which was about 36 feet long and weighed an incredible 7,000 kilograms. To put that length and weight in perspective, it took 2 powerful cranes to lift it out of the water. The unhappy fact about this catch, however, is that it had been found dead in the open sea, so it wasn't alive when the fishermen got it. Experts have speculated that it may have met its untimely demise after being entangled in a net. If it were alive, it would be dangerous to humans, right? Wrong. This shark is considered a gentle giant, as it only eats plankton, microscopic plants, and sometimes small fish. You could even swim side by side with it. Number 8. Giant oarfish from California. Sea dwellers have always been included in many myths and lore from different countries. One of the most popular among them all, the sea serpent, may have been inspired by the oarfish. Not one, but 2 specimens of oarfish were caught in California during October of 2013, with one measuring 14 feet found on a beach on Oceanside, and then a longer one washed ashore in Toyon Bay, Catalina Island. Both deep-sea fishes were unfortunately lifeless already when they were discovered, but their lengths were truly astonishing. Despite being long and huge, they pose no threat to humans. Just like whale sharks, they only eat tiny plankton, and they don't even have any real teeth. Now that's a huge difference from the tales about sea monsters. While we are lucky to have seen them, it is thought to be a bad omen when these creatures are seen in shallow waters, let alone be found on land. It is believed that they herald an oncoming earthquake, which they might have first felt near the sea bottom, prompting them to move away. Number 7. Grizzly bear in Alaska. Have you watched Disney Pixar's animated film Brave? It features a towering black bear named Mordu that has sown unrest on every place that knows its name. But even that monster would not be able to hold a candle against the biggest grizzly bear ever caught in Fairbanks, Alaska. Larry Fitzgerald and a friend of his was supposedly just moose hunting when they came across an enormous grizzly that stood almost 9 feet tall. Apparently, it was merely his survival instinct that prompted him to shoot the large creature. Though he wasn't even intending to shoot one on that trip, the kill was a world record. Just how huge is this bear? Grizzlies are measured by looking at the length and width of their skulls, and this one had a whopping 27.38-inch head, making it the largest ever hunted by man. What a magnificent beast. Number 6. Monster goldfish in Lake Tahoe. We know goldfishes as small, graceful swimmers that we just love to look at, but if it grew to a monstrous size, would it still look cute to you? Lake Tahoe became home to a species of giant goldfish, so big that it can span longer than an arm's length. Look at this picture of Frenchman Raphael Biagini holding the most exceptionally gargantuan goldfish he caught in Lake Tahoe. Considering many could simply edit photos, a lot of netizens thought the image was fake. However, Bill's channel from YouTube explained that indeed, this picture is the real deal. It came from Raphael Biagini's Facebook account, and while the usual goldfish that we see and this big one are different in size, they come from the same family. Moreover, they are the same species. How did this giant fish get into Lake Tahoe? Environmental scientist Sudeep Chandra attributes this to aquarium dumping. It invades the habitat, creating a problem for the ecosystem. So now you know, don't release your goldfish into the wild. We are halfway through the list, but before we continue, have a quick look at this picture. Are you familiar with this gigantic sea dweller? And perhaps the biggest question we all have is, why are there so many humongous creatures living in the bottom of the ocean? Leave a comment down below if you know, or stick around to find out. Number 5. Lion's mane jellyfish in Massachusetts Bay. Everyone knows what a jellyfish is. Those pesky underwater critters can pack a punch with their stings, and usually you won't see them coming because of their translucent bodies. But the lion's mane jellyfish is hard not to notice, believe me. Back in 1870, an unbelievably gargantuan lion's mane jellyfish was seen on the shores of Massachusetts Bay. Just how big was it to cause a buzz? Its bell was 7 feet and 6 inches in diameter, while the tentacles were almost 120 feet long. To put that into perspective, its bell was larger than the length of a king-sized mattress, while the tentacles were longer than the iconic Routemaster double-decker buses of London. That makes it a certified behemoth. It was quite a discovery because even for its species, it was considerably large. The standard for its bell is only a few feet wide, while the tentacles are expected to grow up to 100 feet. This haul was indeed one of a kind. Number 4. Colossal squid in Antarctica. The kraken is an immensely enormous sea monster in the guise of a squid that destroys ships on a whim. It has been the subject of fear among sailors, and they have every reason to be because a real-life version was caught in Antarctica. A colossal squid was caught in the Ross Sea, and that name does justice to its actual size. It was estimated to be around 43 feet long and weighed an estimated 990 pounds. That means it was bigger than a standard school bus, so let that idea sink in for a moment. Its eyes were described to be as big as dinner plates, and if you wanted to make calamari rings out of it, you'd need a deep fryer large enough to cook tractor tire-sized rings. The impressive fact about it is that even experts are not sure how big colossal squids can get. What if the myths about the kraken were true and it's actually a colossal squid? Now that's a frightening but very plausible thought. Number 3. Alligator gar of Catard Lake. We all know that dinosaurs have long been extinct, right? Well, here's another reminder of their existence, an alligator gar of gigantic proportions. As a matter of fact, this one was caught in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and it was nothing short of intimidating. This record-smashing alligator gar was caught by Kenny Williams on February 14, 2011. This predator looks like a combination of a fish, alligator, and dinosaur, so much so that it immediately gained the moniker of dinosaur fish. If anything, its nickname may be suitable. Numbers-wise, it measured 8 feet 5 inches long, had a diameter of 48 inches, and weighed a massive 327 pounds. How's that for a Valentine's Day catch? Alligator gars are the largest freshwater fish in America, so gazing upon this marvelous creature must have been quite a thrill. And with it sporting 2 rows of intimidating teeth, it truly is a sight to behold. Number 2. Goliath grouper in Florida. Have you ever seen a fish as large or perhaps even larger than a human being? That sounds like a tall tale, but a terrifying sight at that. But believe me when I say such a thing exists, and it had the right name. The fish I am talking about is the Goliath grouper, a truly fitting name. This old photo shows just how big this catch was, and is easily longer than the ones who caught it. It was captured in Fernandina Beach, Florida, using Spanish mackerel as bait. It weighed an incredible 680 pounds, making it the heaviest grouper ever caught to date. It has a long-standing IGFA world record since the feat was achieved in May of 1961, and has never been broken since. It's been a long time, so why is it that no bigger Goliath grouper has been caught yet? The thing is, this species is considered endangered and is a protected species, so I guess we won't be expecting anything to smash that record anytime soon. Before I reveal the most outrageous example in this list, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to Be Amazed. We upload amazing fact-filled videos every day, so don't miss out on learning some amazing new information. Also, hit that bell icon for notifications on more amazing fact-filled videos. Number 1. Largest hammerhead shark in Boca Grande. Great hammerhead sharks are feared as an incredibly vicious predator. Now, if you were to face off against one, let alone catch it, then that would be a tremendous achievement. Such was the accomplishment of Bucky Dennis, who caught the largest great hammerhead shark ever recorded. He wrestled with the beast for almost 6 hours until finally he succeeded in reeling it in. It was 14.5 feet long and weighed a whopping 1,280 pounds. That was enough to get him the glory of getting an IGFA world record and has remained unchallenged since he landed the big catch in May 23, 2006. With such a feat, he should have been celebrated, right? Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. He got famous all right, but for the wrong reasons. You see, the hammerhead he caught was pregnant with 55 pups. He got criticized for it, thus his positive reception was short-lived. Now let's go back to our trivia question. This is a megamouth shark washed up on the shores of Maragondon in the Philippines. It was rare to see this huge 15-foot deep-sea dweller, and a lot about it remains a mystery still. But why are there a lot of incredibly huge creatures lurking beneath the ocean? You can attribute this to what they call deep-sea gigantism, which refers to the tendency for deep-sea dwellers to grow to much larger proportions than their shallow-water relatives. The factors contributing to such phenomena is the demand to become more efficient in scouring for food. Thus, they grow larger. Another theory is decreasing temperatures, which is characteristic of the ocean floor, creates the stimuli for increased body size. Which beast amazed you the most? Would you have kept them alive? Please let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.